G'day, welcome to another edition of the Streetneat video series. It's been a little bit of a while. What I want to show you today is this U-Butte new stripping tool that I managed to get through PPS Industries. Thank you, Keegan. This is a Schooner brand, and basically what it seems to be is like an angle grinder with variable speeds that will go up to 4,000 RPM. Most importantly, it's got a drum clean and strip disc on here, and there's various sort of discs you can get. But what I want to show you is exactly what the purpose of buying this tool is all about. Just put on the appropriate hearing protection. So when I'm working on cars, I keep everything in bare metal for as long as I possibly can, and I use a bit of deoxidine, a bit of phosphoric acid just to preserve the steel. Now the problem is that only lasts for a couple of weeks, and then during winter time doesn't even last a week before it starts to go rusty again. So I'm constantly hand scrubbing using pot mint scaring pads or a maroon Scotch-Brite. This is a maroon Scotch-Brite added onto a machine. So traditionally we would use clean and strip discs that look awfully like this, and they go onto a grinder. Now the problem with that is you're very limited, and you can end up heating up a lot of the steel and you end up causing a lot of problems. These are still very good, but I reckon this is better. And I'll just give you a quick demonstration on exactly how quick this thing works. I'll run it on the slowest speed. So as you can see, that polishes that surface up pretty quickly. Normally what I'd do is I'd go over this with an 80 grit on a random sander, and I'd go over it with that tool, and also a lot of hand scrubbing again. And as you can see, it's pulling up all this very minor rust pitting very quickly, putting a nice polished finish on there. What I would follow up with after this, because this is still going to sit around for a little bit, is I'll re-deoxidine it, and that will protect the surface again. But it's getting all that old crap off to begin with, and one of the issues I have with deoxidine is that anywhere that you leave it slightly thicker, it tends to go a little bit sticky and a little bit mucky, and it's very hard to put it on a nice thin coating. But anyhow, this particular wheel is what they call a finishing wheel. I haven't tried it yet, but basically there's also another wheel, and this one is a 60 grit, I think. Yep, that's a 60 course, and that's got some sandpaper, finishing type paper in there. I won't try that on the bare steel just yet, or will I? Maybe I will. So what I'll do, I'll just change this over. Normally you would unplug everything first, so, and try not to drop all the bits and pieces. So that just slides off there. The new one, doesn't seem to be any right or wrong way that they go on, but I'll put the writing to the outside. That goes on there. Put our washer back on. Put our bolt back on. I'll just give this a quick burl down here. This is starting to go quite rusty. This is a quarter panel that I've put a lot of work into, a ridiculous amount of work. This poor old quarter panel has really been brought back from the dead. So this area up here is quite strong. So let's just see what that does. I might turn the speed up a bit. That does a fantastic job. It's a little bit more aggressive than the finishing pad, and as you can see it leaves a bit more of a grain, but that's beautiful. Now I can get rid of some of that grain. I'll just go back over it with the finishing pad, which is basically, that's just a maroon Scotch-Brite. I'm trying all this out for the very first time, so you're finding out at exactly the same time that I'm finding out how it works. And sometimes I think that's the best way to put things across, is you can share the experience with me for the first time, just like I am. Alrighty, turn it back on. I like the slower speeds, I think. I just turned it up to phase 2, which is 2300 RPM. I reckon that does a bloody wonderful job, and you can see the difference. I mean, that's not a bad finish on there, but that's normally what the car looks like after about a week or so. But I mean, look at that, that's just awesome, and that's just a very quick go over. I'll put a bit more time and effort into it, it would actually come out a lot better. So there you go. So that's the Streetneat Power Stripper from PPS Industries in Auckland, New Zealand. Okay, thanks for watching.